Certainly a good, strong start to the game, Steve. You guys did a lot of good things in the first period. You built a good 60-minute game, which you hadn't had in a couple games. It felt good to have that tonight.
Well, I think we tried to stress the simplicity of the game tonight. We did a good job in the first period. I felt like we got away from it a little bit in the second period. I didn't like our puck management in the second period, but I thought we got back to it in the third. I thought we were solid. We defended the middle of the rink, and most of the opportunities that they did get came from the outside, other than a couple of mishaps with the puck. But I thought overall, fairly strong game. I agree with you.
And Brendan certainly came up with a nice goal there. Otter did the right thing, being able to be that trailer follow from the plane, was able to put it away. Goal scored goal.
It was a goal scorer's goal, and give him credit for what he did. I mean, he took a pretty vicious cross check at the end of the period, and he hung in there for us. You know, he was in a lot of pain. He had had a sore mouth to begin with, so he had a bubble on, and then he ended up taking that. But give him credit for going to the net, going to a rough area, putting the puck in the net, and ending up with a goal.
And lastly, Dylan certainly came up with a fine game where he did some small things for you guys during the game. Came up with key saves when you needed them.
I agree with that. He did come up with saves at key moments. I don't think he had to be great tonight, but he made saves at the right time. I thought he was solid. I thought he was in control of his game. I thought he handled the puck around the net really well, and he was certainly someone that gave us an opportunity to win.
Thanks very much, Steve.
Steve, you gave the start to the Bertuzzi, Korzak, Jenkins line tonight, a line which has only played a couple of games together. What kind of went into that decision?
Well, they started with their fourth line, so we started with our fourth line. So there really wasn't a whole lot of thought to the process. I just felt like we wanted to establish our forecheck game early, and that was a perfect line to try and do that. They did have a good start to the game. They got us going, and we just kind of rolled lines from there.
So you kicked off another 3-3 tonight. You got Cleveland at home tomorrow. You travel to Springfield on Friday. How are you guys preparing to finish this tough stretch of 6 games in 8 days?
Well, it's sort of a battle of attrition at this point in time. We're going to look at it tomorrow morning. We're going to catch our breath. We're going to look at putting together a pre-scout of what we did last time against Cleveland and the success that we had. We've had them already a few times this season, and we've had some pretty good success. So we'll try and keep it simple. We'll try and forecheck when we have opportunities, but also try and be smart about saving energy when we can.
Thanks, Steve.
Bridgeport came into this game on a 4-game point streak, and they've looked better. What have you noticed in their game recently compared to when you previously played them?
Well, Bridgeport's got some good players in their lineup. They're a good hockey team, and they're pretty well structured. They don't give you very much over the course of the night. Anything that we get, we have to earn. They've had pretty solid goaltending for the most part most of the year. Their defense are big and strong, so if you're going to score goals, you've got to go to the net and you've got to pay a price to score the goals. They're not going to make them easy, and their defensive structure is always good. I'm not certain they have a whole ton of offensive-minded players, but they've got guys that have bought into a system, and they're tough to play against.